Hey people, CzarThwomp here, and welcome to episode 23 of Phoenix Wright Attorney Justice for All. Last time, we did some digging around, and we found the dark secret of the circus that basically Acro's brother, Bat, was bit on the head by Leon the Lion. He was put in a coma, and, well, the ringmaster shot him with a rifle. Oh, I think we also met Acro in the last episode. Yeah, we did meet Acro in the last episode. What's wrong with me? Anyways, yeah, great storytelling right there. Great descriptive detail on my part. And one thing I always found weird is the fact that Mo is telling us about this depressing, this dark, depressing incident, and then he looks depressed, and then all of a sudden they're just playing the cheery, very big circus music. Okay. We have Bat. When you think about it, he really was a good guy. He truly liked Regina. He would do anything to get her attention.
He seems like a good guy.
Back then, Acro was always laughing.
But I get that everything backstage at the circus is always rosy.
I see. It's harder than you think, making people laugh all the time. Speak for yourself, Mo. What do you think about this person?
Sorry.
I
already get my heart to another man, so I'm not interested in rolling you in my dating service. So I'm not interested in rolling in your dating service.
Huh? I just want to know if you knew this person. Anyways, let's get going. Circus entrance. Ben, you guys gonna say about Leon the Lion? Ben doesn't care about Leon. No one likes Leon the Lion. Okay, lodging house. Ah, Mr. Wright, back again, I see.
Well, he did say I'll be back. Wait, or was that someone else?
We're back because Acro's hiding why his legs were injured. He was hurt in the accident 6 months ago. It would seem that he knows that we know. Well, it seems you've got things you want to talk about, so far away. You're Death Lion. Okay, present. Yeah, I like how the birds just fly away. They don't want to mess with this psyche-lock. About the wheelchair. I have to ask, how are you injured? I'm sorry, I thought we talked about this. It was an accident that happened during our practice. An accident during practice? Yes, unfortunately, acrobats are prone to all sorts of injuries. He's lying. If that were the real cause, he'd have no reason to keep it a secret. Acro, are you really telling me that a practice accident was what caused your injury? Take that! Leon. 6 months ago, you were attacked by the lion. That's when you were injured. I know I'm on the right track. I just need to keep going. You're saying that I was attacked by a lion? That's what I'm saying. I'm sorry, Mr. Wright, but I'm an acrobat. I'm no animal tamer. If a lion was coming at me, I'd be running for the exit. I'm not sure if attack is the best word to be using. You must have battled the lion. You seem to enjoy telling jokes. Why would I decide to battle a lion? Because you had to fight it. You had to fight it to save someone. Take that! Bat. It was a shame what happened to your brother 6 months ago. You tried to save him, didn't you? And that's how you got that terrible injury. Mo, he must have told you. Yes, we learned about Bat from Mo. Wait, if it was during a practice session, like where basically they were all there, wouldn't Ben and Trillo also know? Why not assume that why not assume that Trillo told? I mean, I love how Mo is instantly who he gravitates to. Or Regina. Like, Regina was there? But he didn't mention anything about you in regards to the accident. I suppose it was just a slip of the tongue on his part. That's how I figured it out. A slip of the tongue. Anyways, they were an incredible team. Cut down at the same time. Cut down at the same time. That was where he slipped. And that's how I figured it out. You two ended up wrapped in the same accident together. Like always. I see. But an accident is an accident. It wasn't anyone's fault. I still haven't broken Acro's psyche-lock. He must have an incredibly deep-seated secret. It was anyone's fault. Do you care to explain more? Acro, I know you're still hiding something from it. Maybe something that you don't seem to like as much is the reason you're being evasive.
Take that!
Regina, you always seem calm and collected until you start talking about her, saying things like she is cruel. Well done, Mr. Attorney. You've got quite the set of eagle eyes. You know, her tiger tried to attack me. Regina tried to attack you? Twice. Ha ha ha! He wasn't serious, I'm sure. You're not trying to insinuate that I believe she spurred on Leon to attack Bat, are you? Leon was never taught command to attack people. Regina isn't capable of doing anything like that. Besides, Regina had no reason to want to hurt my little brother. Regina and Bat were such good friends back then. But you still hate Regina. I've got proof of it. What? What are you talking about? Oh, maybe I overdid it again. But if I can hand something over to Acro, maybe he'll... Here's proof that you had it out for Regina all along.
Take that!
This. Where'd you get this? Regina posted on the bulletin board in the cafeteria. Before that, it was in her pocket.
I guess I noticed it when it was in there around breakfast time. I always take Acro's breakfast in the morning.
You wrote this, and then you put it in her pocket. That's right, isn't it? That's right. Well done, Mr. Wright. And we have taken down another psyche-lock. Give me my full meter. My legs were injured by Leon. 6 months ago, my younger brother Bat had a dare with Regina.
A dare?
An absurd dare. If I can put my head inside of Leon's mouth like you do, you have to go to the movies with me on a date.
That's a dare! Didn't you know how dangerous that is?
We all thought he was being stupid too. But that line was very old to begin with, and age brought with it countless experience in doing that very trick. Unfortunately, this particular time, I guess Leon wasn't ready or willing. And that's when the accident happened. He just wanted to take her out to the movies.
Poor Bat!
When Leon chomped down, I jumped towards him. Then Leon attacked me, and that's how I ended up.
What about Bat?
He's still in a coma. I went to the hospital yesterday to visit him.
I see.
I'm still waiting for him to open his eyes again. And that's the reason why I keep going. Bat and Regina. They were such great friends. Oh yeah, I wanted you to take a look at this. What is it? This is the scarf that my brother was wearing when Leon attacked him.
Rose, it's covered in blood!
This scarf was a present from Regina to my brother on the day of the accident. When he did it, he looked like he was smiling. He? Leon, obviously.
What?
When he bit down Bat's head, the expression on Leon's face looked like a grin.
Nick!
I know. Mo said that same thing.
What do you think it all means?
I'll be taking that scarf if you don't mind. Francisca, what was she just waiting in the hallway? I am waiting for this melodrama to cease. I will not be around for this foolish melodrama. On karma, I've already heard everything, so hand over that scarf.
But the scarf is evidence in the trial!
That is for me to decide. I think we should begin our preparations now, Acro. Preparations? I've served a summons on Acro to appear in court tomorrow as a witness. Acro will talk more at the prosecutor's office.
Acro, a witness?
Come, Acro, let's go to the office. Yes, ma'am.
You know what we do, Nick? How are we gonna handle tomorrow?
Don't worry about it. I'll figure something out.
Look at you all full of confidence. You must have found something you can use.
This is all beginning to come together now. Okay, to be continued. No, I don't want to save. December 30th, 9:41 a.m. District Court Defendant Lobby number 5.
Good morning, Max.
Oh yeah, good morning, sweeties. You don't seem like your usual sparkling self today. I'm always like this when I go in front of an audience. I'm working up to it.
Don't get nervous, Maxie. Here, have a glass of milk. Regina!
How fabulous! My sweetie pie princess! You came to watch my performance today.
Of course I did! Mo told me that I should come and watch this.
Mo said that?
So, what kind of performance will you put on today? Let me guess, you'll fly at the end.
Well, if things go badly enough, he'll be flying in a special kind of way, though he'll be more or less dangling than flying. It's not that kind of show. Isn't that right, my sweeties?
Huh?
I think my sweetie pie princess doesn't... Yeah, she doesn't seem to realize what's going on, or even where she is.
Well, Max, it looks like it's time to raise the curtain. I'll see you later. Today I'm just a member of the audience.
Fabulous! Enjoy yourself out there.
Good luck, Max. You're the best. Regina's different, don't you think, Nick?
Top of the morning to you! Everyone, let's get ready to get stuck in legal limbo. How low can you go? Mo! Top of the morning to you, governor! Top of the morning. That's the ticket. Attacking the day starts with energy in the morning. The early bug is the worm, but then again, worms lack higher brain function. Here, Max, I brought you a present. Have some milk. Oh, man! Thank you. How are you today, Wright? Well, I've got the feeling that today I'm going to be facing off against the real criminal. You mean Acro? Acro wants to kick Max's ass. I'll blame him. I want to kick Max's ass too.
Huh? You think he did it?
Be careful. He's used to putting his life on the line. Literally. He's got guts to spare. He's got nothing to live for. We trap him in the 3rd floor of his room. He's in his room all day. He's trapped with just his thoughts. Often he asks us to push him out the window just to free him from his misery. But we don't do it. Oh my gosh, that's just dark. If all I gotta worry about is how thin the typo is, I'm used to it already. It just means I won't be able to press him like I can on other witnesses.
Why are you gonna do that, Nick?
I guess today we'll just have to do without our usual psychological warfare. Today we rely on evidence. It's the only way we'll get past Acro to the truth.
You're right, but it's gonna be tough.
Anyways, I want you to make sure that Regina sees it all today. It's important. Then she'll finally have to deal with the reality of what happened to her father.
You want to make sure Regina watches?
Yes, that's why I brought her here to the court today. What's that supposed to mean? She needs to know that when people die, they don't just become stars. You know, I may be an old-fashioned clown, but I don't believe in people becoming stars. December 30th, 10 a.m., District Court in courtroom number 2. The court is now in session for the trial of Maximilian Galactica. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Very well, Miss Von Karma, you may proceed with your case. The prosecution would like to revise its previous theory of events. What's the meaning of this? We have discovered a new witness, or shall I say, a new eyewitness. One that saw Maximilian Galactica fly off from the scene of the crime. Order. I had a feeling something like this would come up. Due to this revision, we are now prepared to explain how the defendant flew that night. An explanation the prosecution will not resent if the need so arises. In fact, my detective stayed up all night creating a mock-up of the scene, on my orders. Poor Gumshoe. Mr. Edgeworth, please, if you're listening, strike down Miss Von Karma. I know she's your sister, but please, just strike her down for me. For your loyal servant. Very well, please call your witnesses in. Time to get to work, or shall I say, time to walk the courtroom tightrope. I'm like Snow White. Name and occupation? Ken Dingaling, but everyone calls me Acro. I'm employed as an acrobat at the Very Big Circus. Where were you on the night of the crime? I was in my room that night, like I always am. They don't let me have fresh air. They slide my food under the door. And Mo starts singing songs from the Hunchback of Notre Dame. Like I said, I still can't get over that they put Acro on the 3rd floor. Why not just give him the 1st floor? Literally, just make it 1st floor. So that way he can at least leave his room when he wants to. I mean, really, come on. If you look at the map, you will see the witness's room is near the crime scene. My room is on the 3rd floor. The crime scene is below my window. The night of the crime, the witness saw something quite shocking. Would you tell us what you witnessed? Okay. What you witnessed. It was just after 10 p.m. and I was resting in my bed. Around that time, I heard a large thump noise from outside my window. Then a few moments later, I saw someone flying right by my window. It was Max Galactica. I only saw him from behind, but that's who it looked like. To be honest, when I saw that, I thought I was dreaming. This witness's testimony matches up exactly with that of the clown. If that's the case, then there is very little the prosecution need add. All that's left is to explain how the defendant disappeared into the sky that night. Before we get that far, I'd like to cross-examine the witness. A foolish choice by a foolish fool who wishes to feel the foolish sadness of a sad fool. A man must know the proper timing for things, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Just like your old friend, Mr. Miles Edgeworth did. Mr. Wright, do you have a problem with the witness's testimony? In the words of Ms. Von Karma, may I quote yesterday's proceedings? There's no way that actually happened. Very well, you may proceed with your cross-examination. What you witnessed. You said that you were resting in bed? One would thus assume that you turned the lights off in your room, correct? That's correct. But there are safety lights around the outside of the lodging house. It's so bright, sometimes it can make it hard to sleep. If that's the case, wouldn't it be a good idea to close some curtains? I never really thought of that. I guess that means I'm off to buy some curtains. Haha, sometimes I do make myself useful in these chambers. Oh! The witness will proceed with his testimony. Your room is on the 3rd floor, right? Yes. And you said that you were resting in bed. That is correct. But you were still able to hear a sound from outside. I was indeed. Pressing Acro doesn't seem to get results. Maybe something was contradicted with what you just said. There's a contradiction! There's a huge contradiction with that testimony that was given. If there's a contradiction, then prove it with evidence. She's right. Let's see some evidence. Do you have any evidence to support your claim of a contradiction? Okay. Okay. Okay, I'm probably gonna have to take a hit. What the world is this? Oh! You just don't get it, do you, Mr. Phoenix Wright? What do I get? You're not going to be able to get through this one with your usual bluff routine. Your client looks to be ready to take off once again, straight towards a guilty verdict. You were bluffing? I will not forgive anyone mockeries made of this court. Whoops. Witness, would you mind repeating your testimony? Certainly. Okay, good. Good. Phew. Okay. Are you sure it was a human being? It could have been a mannequin, or perhaps a large action figure. Well, setting aside the possibility of a mannequin, an action figure is plausible. You have no need to mince words with Mr. Phoenix Wright. Testify to the truth and only the truth, just as if we were there with you that night. I believe it was a human. Damn! I just straightened his testimony! I wonder if Acro's statement jives with the facts. have to bluff.
Objection!
Oh no. Badge! The attorney's badge is the answer to all of life's questions. Alright, I think this is one where you just have to press everything. The light in your room was turned off then, right? That's true, I was going to bed after all. So with the lights off, you were still able to clearly see a human fly by your window. The safety lights lit things up enough for me to see, but honestly there was only enough light for me to see the silhouette outside my window. It was the person's back, so I couldn't see the white roses on the front. Did you see any of the other symbols? I clearly saw the silk hat, as well as the cloak wrapped around his body. I'm convinced that the person I saw was Max Galactica. The more I press it, the less results I seem to get. Maybe there was something fishy with his last bit of testimony. Yes, the hat! There's a huge contradiction with the testimony that was given. If there's a contradiction, then prove it with evidence. She's right. Let's see some evidence. Do you have any evidence to support your claim?
Take that!
Your claim to have seen the exact same thing Mo saw that night? Do you stand by that? What do you mean? The silk hat. What about the silk hat? I saw it on Max's head as he flew by my window. Well, you should have tried looking down at your window that night. That would have been quite difficult considering the state that I'm in. Just looking outside of the window was a tough enough challenge for me. That's a shame, because you would have noticed the silk hat found on the scene. That's the ringmaster's hat, right? Afraid not. No matter how you look at it, this is Max's silk hat. Where are you going with this, Mr. Wright? Are you saying that Max has two silk hats? No, this is a handmade, one-of-a-kind model made only for Maximilian Galactica, which means, Acro, that you've been fibbing on the stand. Order! Like always, someone has to open their mouth before thinking.
Are you okay, Nick?
Well, I opened my big mouth, and now I have to back it up. How about it, Mr. Wright? What would cause this witness to commit perjury in this court today? Acro is the real culprit. Your Honor, on this occasion, the defense accuses Acro himself. On this occasion? Accuses Acro? What in the world are you accusing him of? Obviously, we accuse him of the murder of Mr. Russel Berry. Mr. Wright, are you serious? Deadly serious, Your Honor. Ha ha ha! I think your trips to the circus have served you well. You seem to remember how to cry and grab at an audience's heart and mind. Your Honor, don't allow yourself to be swayed by theatrics. Trying to wow the crowd with smoke and mirrors is the oldest bluff in the book. Really? If you don't believe me, just look at the witness. He's calm enough for it to almost be scary. He is staying rather calm and collected, and that hummingbird's just pecking right at Phoenix's forehead. Mr. Dingling, do you have any response to the defense's accusation? I don't really need to say a thing, do I? What do you mean? Everyone, take a good look at me. I can't even stand up on myself, let alone leave the lodging house. They keep me imprisoned there. They know I'm too powerful. That's true. I understand that Mr. Wright is just trying to help his client. But to do this by accusing me of murder of all things. See, even a sliver of common sense makes it clear that the accusation is ludicrous. She's right. Way to pick on the disabled, you heartless, cruel man. And yet no one's saying about how Acro's trapped in his room. Literally, that Acro's forced to be on a third floor room with no way to get out on his own. Phoenix is a poopy head. See that, Mr. Phoenix, right? You are a foolish poopy head. If you're trying to drum up support from the peanut gallery, that's how you do it. I think that's enough of this little game. I've got a doctor's note to confirm that Acro is unable to stand under his own power. Maybe the defense is planning on making a claim to counter this as well. I can hear the defense now. Acro, an accomplice. What do you say about this, Mr. Wright? Did Acro have an accomplice? I believe he did, but I want to save the game anyways, just to be on the safe side. Because Frankly, I don't want to get a guilty verdict. Not yet. Because I need to keep my meter full. Acro was alone, but he had money to help him. Now then, this must be where we get to hear the name of the mystery accomplice. Not this time, Von Karma. What? Alright, because money's evidence. Money's not a person. You're not going to sucker me into this one. What are you blabbering about, Mr. Wright? There was no accomplice. Acro planned and committed the crime all by himself. Order! What are you getting at?
Way to keep them on the toes, Nick!
Now I'm going to have to prove how this all fits together. I have to show how Acro murdered Russel Berry.
Can you do it, Nick? Can you really do it?
I know I can't do it. I can't stop now. If I stop attacking, I'm doomed.
Alright, let's do it!
Mr. Phoenix Wright, if this witness is the killer, then his eyewitness account is all lies, right? Mr. Wright, I'd like you to clear something up for me. Excuse me. When the crime was committed, where exactly was Mr. Dinglin? The Ringmaster's room! He was in Mo's room, flying with Mo to take down Max. His room, of course. He was obviously here the entire time. That's Acro's room? Pretty simple, eh? And we'll continue with this next time. Anyways, I really appreciate that you're going to watch that episode. You're a great viewer. If you come back for the next one, if you like this video, like, subscribe, comment, share, do whatever you want. And with that, I'll see you later. Bye.